Hello guys and welcome to Call of Juarez Gunslinger, the most underrated game of its time. It's fantastically entertaining, and I'm gonna play it. Let's get started. Story. Nugame. Normal. 'Cause I'm ashamed of myself. The hell's that guy think he is? This fancy automobile.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly.
Good
Howdy.
answer.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy.
Boy.
First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Fact. That's a true story. Edit the load times down. Remember that? Me? Let's get into this. Once again, showcase my...
It was about 30
Rude.
years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
It's a question I was going to ask. Oh, Chris, you just spent upgrade points. Dual wielder. That doesn't seem like it requires the least amount of aiming. Alright. Off we go. Oh, cows. It's pretty cool. See what I'm saying? It's a great game.
You heard Pat. You need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons
They're
would
not going
never
to be
let
happy
me
when the
through.
fun gets them.
I had no choice.
Bang!
What the hell? Shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Hehehe.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out of
Their face looks
so
like a
that's
rear.
just what I did.
We have one behind us! Stay on it! Cover fire!
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Smart man, wearing green in the bushes. Clever, clever, clever beast. You ain't going nowhere. Still got my comebacks. Run over these dudes and pick up some bullets.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Secret agent. Secret agent, what did they say his name was?
Watch out! He's one of them!
Draw.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads
Let's
cut
send
off.
these some bitches running!
Still, one of them reached the
No!
water tower.
I leaned the wrong way. I can't tell which way to lean when that happens.
Watch out! God damn it, he's right behind us! Where the hell's Garrett? Never around with me! Come on! Let's send these some bitches running!
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
That time it was the right way.
Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
I'm putting you down!
Is there a guy back there? It's... Whatever. Ow!
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
The brightest crayon in the box.
The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
Oh, Silas. That's his name. I found
Hey,
it.
darling.
It's in my brain
Where
somewhere.
was I? Oh, yeah.
Gravity. Oh yeah, gravity. I meant to do that. Seeing if anyone was underneath of me was all.
Someone shoot that bastard!
No need for name calling. Oh, here's an easier way down.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
They found a new bounty to collect, apparently. I think there's a bounty even on me at this point. Hang on, wait a minute. Recap. I'm a bounty hunter, but I'm killing this posse that's catching this criminal, so does that... Contradictory as hell!
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Oh, this is before I was a bounty hunter.
Truth be told,
Right, I'm trying to get to... Pay more attention to what I'm playing.
But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Oh no.
And like that,
Wasted my special
I was
there.
inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bolton.
He never bathes, that's why they call him Dirty Dave. Clearly.
I'm putting you down!
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
skills! Finally managed to pull a little bit of skill out of myself.
Telling you, Garrett,
There it goes.
dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Now let's do a little bit of long range. Eagle's Eye. Iron Sight slows down time. Perfect. Slows it down a little bit.
That's when Charlie got hit. He was catching us in a crossfire. Shouted,
Never even really got to know the
"Get to
guy.
the other side."
Shot in the head. No. Stop getting out of the way of my... Stand still! Stand still. So I can shoot you. Why am I doing that? They're not standing still long enough. I have to go into the Matrix. They leave me no choice.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to
Stick to
cut
just
and
throwing lead.
run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. The
Gatling.
horses and bring them round back.
Of course, it's me. Why is it always me?
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to?
That's what I'm saying.
Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place. But I had that false
that an
sense of
Indian?
invincibility
No, I thought he
that
looked like an
many young
Indian.
men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack.
I didn't even... I thought that was just a regular door. It was a
You
shield.
better be.
Mr. Greaves, please
It's
continue.
fantastic.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading
Already
for
here.
the barn.
Getting ahead of myself. Literally.
Making my way past the castle of fallen foes.
Oh, it doesn't use my ammo, whatever that was.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
I like the reloading. Like, the Western times are always great for shooters. For some reason. It's just fun.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
It kind of makes me want to play that old Gun game for PC. Gun. Gun was quite entertaining, but I wouldn't be able to stand the graphics anymore. They're too far gone.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Now it's time.
You challenged
The
him to a
final
showdown.
countdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Suddenly reminded of the first color Juarez, the Rattler. Guy was super fast. Very careful to adjust this right. Almost 90 focus, damn it. Oh, it's just your arm, you baby.
Killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. As stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Silas. So apparently the duel someone was telling a story out of a novel he read. And I love that about this too, is that the storyteller was just like, nope! It didn't happen. Not like that. Here's what I really meant. And it was just so anticlimactic. That's great. So I'm going to end this one here. Most assuredly there will eventually be more.